This weekend, nearly everyone in the U.S. will need to set back their clocks 1 hour as daylight saving time ends. Many of you aren't wild about the idea of falling back. Many of you say it's annoying, it throws you off schedule. Many wonder why we even need to change the time in the first place. So we're going to address some of these concerns with our new health reporter, Rose Beltz. She brings 22 years of experience in operating rooms. She is a cardiovascular perfusionist. She keeps your blood moving when your heart is stopped in the OR. She also earned her master's in journalism from Columbia University. So, okay, Rose, let's talk about how this time change affects our bodies. A lot of us feel kind of sluggish afterwards.
Sure, Jane. We received more than 2,000 likes on our Facebook post last week asking people if we should get rid of daylight saving. Most of the comments are in alignment with a 2014 national poll that showed only 33% of Americans even see the purpose of the time change. They say it causes them to feel a little off, and they're just not in favor of the time change altogether.
Okay, so remind us why we do this in the first place.
Sure. So Benjamin Franklin introduced the idea of daylight savings time a century ago to make sure that people's active hours coincided with daylight hours so that less artificial light was needed, therefore to save energy. But 100 years ago, we did not have TVs, computers, or air conditioning. So the amount of energy we save now is debatable. However, people who support daylight saving argue that longer evenings from spring to fall motivate people to get out and just, to get out there and get motivated and get healthy.
Okay, so if fall back means extra sleep, why do we feel so groggy?
Okay, so according to studies, the time change, even if it's just an hour, can cause disruptions to our internal body clock, otherwise known as our circadian rhythm. So I had the opportunity to talk with David Swanson, a respiratory therapist and registered sleep technician at Providence Holy Family Hospital Sleep Center. He says that the resulting tiredness is simply an inconvenience for most people, right? However, 1 hour in either direction can have serious consequences for some people who work shift work, night work, people who may already have insomnia and are sleep deprived. So it can have really adverse effects for them. The extra hour of sleep we fall back in turn has been linked to fewer heart attacks and fewer car crashes. But losing that 1 hour of sleep in the afternoon sets those setting those clocks back to standard time can trigger seasonal affective disorder, also known as SAD and winter depression to a lot of us.
So how can we decrease the side effects and make a smoother transition?
Sure. So circadian rhythm is it's a little bit of a tricky thing, and some people are more sensitive to it than others. Providence Sleep Center suggests going to bed a half an hour later a few days prior to the clock change, and then set your alarm to wake up a little later. If you can start this tonight, it will make it a lot easier to get out of bed in the morning on Monday.
Okay, that's good advice. Now, we did get one comment from Wanda.
Yes. Her request, can we turn back by a few years instead of an hour? Yes.
We hear
you, Wanda.
All right. Thanks, Rose.
You're welcome, Jane. Thanks.